to muscle test the middle traps and the rhomboids, just to see what's the difference between the two of those. Does anybody know what the middle trap does? Middle trap. We're talking scapula now. So it's a muscle that works the scapula. What do you think it does? Think about where it's located. Yes. Abduction or now it does the scapula, not the shoulder. Think of the shoulder mixed up with the scapula.
Externally.
You're close though, yes.
Retraction.
Retraction or adduction of your scapula. So it brings your two scapulas together. So it's going to take and it's going to move this scapula from this protracted position, and it's going to bring those scapulas here and bring them together like that. That's your middle traps. It's going to bring it together. So, to test, okay, based on EMG, she's got to be on her stomach. She's got to be prone. To start with fair. Now, to muscle test for fair, where the way we begin is we begin with the person's arm out at 90 degrees and her thumb facing up. The middle traps not only adducts or retracts the scapula, but it also contributes to upward rotation. So if I would ask you, what does the upper trap, middle trap still, the middle traps. The middle traps does adduction of the scapula and upward rotation. It contributes to upward rotation. To begin muscle testing, place the person prone. The head can be just positioned the way it is, doesn't matter if it's right or left. Her thumb is facing up. Her thumb is facing up, and I'm supporting her distal forearm. Now, because I'm looking at her scapula, I'm just going to move her hair here so I can see her scapula, see what's going on with her scapula. So my eye should be on the scapula. I'm not testing her shoulder or ears. I'm testing her scapula. So this is the starting position, 90 degrees of abduction with the thumb facing up. I'm just supporting her distal forearm. I'm going to stabilize on her opposite scapula. I'm stabilizing on her opposite scapula. All I'm going to ask him to do for fair, and I'm going to be watching her scapula to see if it adducts, is to bring her thumb up towards the ceiling. Bring it up, Kim, and that's fair. Back down, and I relax. I want her to completely relax her arm because this takes a lot of strength out of your muscle. It's hard. So again, with her thumb facing up, I stabilize on the opposite scapula, and I begin with her arm so that it's level with her body. I don't start her down here with her arm hanging down here. I have it supported here, and the whole time I'm supporting it so she's not using her muscle strength to hold it there. Again, stabilizing on the opposite scapula. I'm looking at her scapula to see if it adducts. Bring your thumb up, Kim. Bring it up. That's fair. And back down. That's fair. For good and normal, with this test, we use a long lever arm. So instead of using a shorter one on the distal humerus, I'm going to apply resistance at her distal forearm. So when she brings it up, I'm going to ask her to hold it there, and I'm going to apply resistance. Kim, bring your thumb up. Hold it there. I apply my resistance at her distal forearm. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I'm pushing her down as she tries to hold it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And that's where I'm applying my resistance. Just relax that arm. It's a lot of work. It's a weak muscle. Don't expect the person to be able to hold it out there the whole time.
And you weren't pushing hard.
No, I'm not pushing hard, very light actually, just almost the weight of my hand, and that's hard enough to try and hold it up there. So that would be for fair, and then that was for good and normal.
So for good and normal, when you're going from good and normal, I think this is extremely important where there should be absolutely no bouncing. Like,
Right,
you should
no,
feel like the resistance, but you can't, you'll like really break the hold of that muscle if you,
yes, yeah. Raise it up again, raise it up, hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Again, it's very gradual, gentle, pushing her towards the floor. Because she's trying to hold her scapula in an adducted position. I'm trying to push the arm down, which would protract the scapula, so just the opposite direction. Now, let's just say though, when I tested her for fair, and I asked her to bring her thumb up towards the ceiling, she she wasn't able to do that. She was not able to do that, the scapula didn't move. So I know she wasn't there, so I have to test her for poor. To test her for poor, I'm gonna get her back in the same test position, prone, 90 degrees, thumb facing up. I'm gonna stabilize on the opposite scapula. But this time, Kim, when you raise your thumb up, I'm gonna help you. So now I'm gonna take the weight of her arm away. I'm gonna help bring that arm up. But I'm gonna look at her scapula to see when I take the weight of her arm away, does that scapula retract? Okay, so here we go. Kim, bring your thumb up towards the ceiling, bring it up, and I see her scapula adducting and back down. Relax. One more time. I'm going to take the weight of your arm away. I'm going to work with you. Work with me, Kim. Raise it up, raise it up, raise it up, raise it up. And my eyes are looking at her scapula to see if it's adducting. And yes, it is.